Hi, my name is Erin and I'm from Australia. My techniques are, currently, my techniques are straps and handstands. I don't know, I've always loved handstands and I've been doing straps for a year and a bit. And I don't know, I like them both just because I guess you have to put a lot of work and effort into them, but you see results, and when you see results, you feel that accomplishment. Like, I did it. So I come from a family of 6. I've got mum and a dad, an older brother, an older sister, and a younger sister, and we live right next to the beach. So always been a very beachy person, and Australia, sunshine, swimming, being outdoors, tanning/burning. It's good life. So I first heard about Codarts when I was actually auditioning for ENC in Montreal, in Paris, on holiday, which wasn't a very good idea. But anyway, a couple of people from Codarts were also auditioning, and other schools as well. So that's when I started really researching into other possibilities of European circus schools. And Codarts still had an open audition, and they spoke in English. And after researching, I really liked that they worked more with the theatrical, dancey elements of circus, which I really need to work on since I have skills and such, but not that stuff that puts the routine together. So I started gymnastics when I was itty bitty, and I got to a kind of high level where it got a little bit too intense for me, and then someone connected me to circus, and I really liked that, instead of competing and always having that pressure to be perfect and get good points, you can just perform instead and really enjoy it. So started circus when I was 12 years old with a youth circus, and then I just kind of stayed with them and ended up performing with them and coaching for them. So it's been from beginning of being part of the youth circus to then growing with them and becoming one of the professional performers.
Circus.
And I guess that's the difference between Australian circus and European circus for me, it's the fact that Australian circus is very much skill-based, and if you go to a school such as NICA, you learn lots of tricks, and the school that I grew up in, wasn't really a school, but we just, trick after trick after trick, and we didn't really look into the theatrical side of it, and I feel like European circus is very much that heavily theatre-based, or not theatre, but really artistic, and I don't know, they really play with the music and the costumes and the lighting and how that works to piece together an act. While at least my acts back home were very much okay, I have this skill and this skill, let's chuck some music on it and we're done. So yeah, it's really interesting to come and do circus here and watch circus here compared to back home.
It's really good.
Yeah, the way
Do I look like I've been sweating for 12 hours?
it's just the authentic circus look.
I am Lauren Cook. I'm 22 and I'm from Minnesota in the United States of America. My favorite techniques are pretty much anything that's in the air, but specifically single point dance trapeze and aerial rope. How I got into contact with circus was my mom actually found my youth circus in a newspaper advertising their summer camps, and she signed me up so that I was a busy little child in the summer, and I fell in love, and my parents threw me a party for it or something like this, and apparently I was bawling my eyes out because I really wanted to join the circus, but my mom wouldn't let me, and so then she let me take another summer camp. And then that's how it got started. When in doubt, always cry your eyes out. How I got into contact with Codarts was I just went on the FedEx page looking for advanced or professional programs that you get a degree in so that I could seem useful. And this was one of them, and in the end it was between this in Quebec, and I decided here because it I get a degree, and why not live in Europe when you're 22? What I want to do when I finish school is pretty much live on stage. I'm only a second year, so I'm not really like dead set on what I want to be doing, but I obviously want to be performing for a company so that I have a regular job. So when in doubt, live on stage.
Hello, my name is Freddie. I come from Ireland and I'm studying here in Codarts. I'm 20. My main discipline is aerial straps and floor acrobatics. I got into circus through my friend Liam, who I was doing sports with, like soccer and boxing, and then he started up circus, and then I got into it through him. And at the time, they would only really teach silks and a little bit of rope in my circus, so silks was my main discipline. I found Codarts through FedEx when I was looking for circus colleges, because it was through English in Europe and not such an expensive school. I thought, try that one, and yeah, I got in. There's a big difference between the circus here in Rotterdam and there is in Ireland. It's much bigger here. In Ireland there's no colleges, just youth circuses and training spaces, but like my youth circus was in a basketball hall, and it wasn't like this, it wasn't like a proper circus dedicated building. After Codarts, I think I'd like to be a teacher in circus and performer, but teacher mainly. But yeah, I also don't really know.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
Cool.